Rihanna just did something, and the internet is losing it. One single post, one simple like, and suddenly, fans are asking, is she shading Beyoncé? Or Taylor Swift too? Mentorship turned rivalry, billions in business, and family drama, all collided in a single click. Knowles might even get involved. Stick around, because we're breaking down every shocking twist, rumor, and secret behind this legendary celebrity showdown. You won't believe what's coming next. Oh wow, are we really witnessing bad girl Riri trying to stir up that legendary Beyoncé feud that we all assumed had long settled into history? It's hard to believe, but the latest wave of drama all seems to have been triggered by just a single social media post. Yes, you heard that right. A simple tap of the like button or a subtle repost can now spark millions of conversations, endless debates, and a full-blown internet frenzy. Naturally, fans everywhere are buzzing, dissecting every move, every pause, every nuance, and asking the age-old question: did Rihanna deliberately shade Beyoncé? And Taylor Swift too? Or is this just one of those classic fans reading into things situations that explode far bigger than the original intention? The speculation alone is enough to keep gossip pages, Twitter threads, and TikTok reels alive for weeks. Now, let's be clear. Rihanna has always been her own brand, her own force in the entertainment world. She doesn't exactly need to provoke anyone to make headlines, but somehow, this one post has ignited a debate that feels both nostalgic and new. People are asking themselves, is Rihanna just venting her personal frustrations? Is this a subtle flex showing that she's still standing strong in a world that constantly compares her to other pop icons? Or is there some deeper message embedded in this seemingly harmless like, a message only she fully understands? The beauty of social media is that it allows for layers of interpretation. And in Rihanna's case, the timing and context make every action a possible statement, a possible response to years of whispered rumors, comparisons, and fan speculation. Adding fuel to the fire, the rumors about Beyoncé's mother, Knowles, have surfaced, and trust me, she doesn't play. Tina has long been recognized not just as Beyoncé's mom, but as one of her most vocal and protective advocates. Her devotion to her daughter's career, her image, and her legacy is legendary. And word on the street is that she's not at all happy with the idea of anyone downplaying Beyoncé's hard-earned success. And let's be honest, the internet is filled with people who are all too eager to dissect and criticize, who are quick to label Beyoncé's achievements as overhyped or manufactured in the name of clickbait. According to insider chatter, Tina could potentially confront Rihanna directly about this perceived shade, or at least make her presence felt in subtle but unmistakable ways, reinforcing that Beyoncé's reputation is not to be toyed with. Whether or not Tina actually chooses to step into the drama remains to be seen, but history has shown that she will defend her daughter fiercely when she feels that boundaries have been crossed. Of course, the real question is, why now? Why is this drama resurfacing after years of what most fans assumed was a settled feud? Part of it could simply be the natural ebb and flow of public fascination. The public loves a narrative of rivalry, especially when it involves two of the biggest female icons in music history. It's almost like clockwork. Every so often, the universe delivers a tiny spark, and suddenly, headlines scream about shade and feud renewed, even if the players involved aren't actually plotting a dramatic showdown. But in this case, there is a tangible element of tension. Rihanna and Beyoncé's relationship has always been complex. Early on, Rihanna was a self-proclaimed fan of Beyoncé, inspired by her artistry and even personally mentored in certain ways. Over time, however, subtle moments, social media interactions, interviews, cryptic posts, have given fans room to speculate that the admiration may have transformed into a complicated mix of respect, rivalry, and personal pride. Let's not forget that Rihanna is no stranger to controversy, nor is she a stranger to making bold statements through her social media presence. Every post, every like, every story is carefully curated to some extent. In this instance, the post that sparked the debate may have been completely innocent, or, alternatively, it may have been a calculated move to assert her position in the hierarchy of pop culture. Fans and commentators alike are now poring over Rihanna's career, her business ventures, her musical evolution, and her cultural impact to determine whether this action was simply playful or intentionally provocative. And then, of course, there's the element of timing. Social media feeds move fast, but the public's memory is long. When a single action echoes decades of industry rivalries, mentorships, and whispered tensions, it takes on a life of its own, becoming much more than just a like. Meanwhile, Knowles' rumored involvement adds another layer entirely. She's been a guiding force behind Beyoncé's career since day one, and her presence in the family's narrative can't be underestimated. People who know Tina say that she doesn't tolerate disrespect, especially towards someone she has seen work tirelessly to become one of the most influential artists of all time. And while she's likely juggling countless responsibilities, family, business, public appearances, fans are now watching closely to see if she will step into the conversation about Rihanna. Will she call out the perceived shade publicly? Will she influence Beyoncé's response, or even steer the narrative before it spirals out of control? Whatever happens, Tina's reputation as a formidable and protective figure ensures that any involvement will be significant. Honestly, though, there's also a bigger conversation here about fandom, celebrity culture, and social media dynamics. One small action, a post, a like, a comment, can spiral into an international discussion about power, influence, and personal history. It's not just about Rihanna or Beyoncé. It's about how fans interpret actions, how online narratives take hold, and how the past continuously shapes the present. Every subtle interaction between these artists becomes fodder for debate, analysis, and sometimes even misinformation. And yet, that's the fascinating part of celebrity culture. We are all watching the unfolding drama, not just because of the personalities involved, but because it reflects broader questions about fame, rivalry, mentorship, and respect in a world where everything is amplified. So here we are, watching, analyzing, debating, and wondering, did Rihanna mean to start a feud? Is this playful shade, serious commentary, or simply another moment in the ongoing saga between two of music's biggest names? And what role will Tina Knowles play in all of this? The answers aren't simple, and maybe they are never meant to be. All we can do is follow the story as it develops, appreciating the twists, turns, and nuances that keep fans talking and the internet buzzing. The post at the center of the storm claimed Rihanna has more star power than Beyoncé and Taylor Swift. The reactions? Absolute chaos. Seriously, they could fill a 3-part documentary. Some fans argue Rihanna wasn't trying to be petty at all. They say she simply liked a post celebrating her own accomplishments. And in their eyes, the claim isn't even wrong. Let's be real, Rihanna has mastered the system. She doesn't need to be chained to the studio or jet-setting for endless performances. She became a billionaire from lip gloss and lingerie, while Beyoncé and Taylor are still touring night after night. Rihanna? She can make money on her own terms, even while sleeping. But not everyone sees it that way. Critics argue that Rihanna's audacity to claim superior star power is laughable since she can't fill stadiums the way Beyoncé or Taylor can. To them, her fortune stems from business ventures, not music. They suggest that if Rihanna tried to match Beyoncé's stage presence or Taylor's tour numbers, reality would humble her fast. Some even insist Rihanna has always been in Beyoncé's shadow, and that her recent like is giving off a bitter auntie vibe, especially with whispers that her empire might be slowing down. Funny enough, both perspectives make sense, it just depends on how you define star power. If we're talking money, cultural influence, and fame beyond music, Rihanna is in a league of her own. She's become a bona fide luxury brand. But if you measure it by vocal ability, touring prowess, and musical legacy, Beyoncé and Taylor are practically on another planet. And of course, the Beyoncé-Rihanna conversation never seems to end. So, about Rihanna liking that shady post, it's not just a random act. It taps into a long-standing tension that she allegedly still holds over Beyoncé. And honestly, this might be the perfect moment to revisit that whole saga. Back when Rihanna was just starting out, she was actually a huge Beyoncé fan, like millions of others at the time. She's even shared that Beyoncé often gave her advice and once wrote her a heartfelt letter. Rihanna recalled it fondly, saying Beyoncé encouraged her to just let loose during performances and to enjoy herself while staying in control. She even kept the letter, complete with Beyoncé's autograph, a little memento from someone she admired deeply. Things started to shift when Beyoncé released Bow Down, a song that seemed to assert her dominance over every other female artist, Rihanna included. According to reports, Rihanna fired back with a cheeky post, saying, "I only know how to be number one. I could use a challenge, how's that feel down there on your knees, huh?" She even reposted an article calling her Queen of Pop, captioning it, "It's only March, people." The subtle shade was undeniable. Fans and entertainment commentators have long speculated that Beyoncé might harbor a hint of jealousy, or at the very least, complex feelings, about Rihanna's meteoric rise in the music and business world. This is not to say that there is overt hostility between the two superstars, but it's undeniable that Rihanna arrived on the scene shortly after Beyoncé had already established herself as one of the most powerful figures in pop culture, and yet she quickly carved out her own space in the industry. Over the years, Rihanna's trajectory has become nearly impossible to ignore. She transitioned seamlessly from chart-topping hits to global recognition as a business mogul, creating a brand identity that extends far beyond music alone. When looking at the numbers, the contrasts and comparisons between the two are fascinating. Beyoncé may still hold a stronger foothold in the United States when it comes to social media followers. Her influence is especially palpable among US-based fans who have grown up with her music and watched her evolve from Destiny's Child to a solo icon. However, Rihanna's global reach is astonishing. From Europe to Asia, Africa to Latin America, her name resonates in ways few artists can claim. Search trends consistently show Rihanna as one of the most queried celebrities worldwide, with her visibility in Google searches and other online platforms surpassing Beyoncé's in many international markets. It's not just casual awareness. People around the world recognize Rihanna not only for her music but also for her fashion, her activism, and her role as a cultural influencer. Rihanna's dominance is not limited to recognition and popularity, it extends into the business world, where she has arguably outpaced Beyoncé in certain arenas. In 2017, Rihanna launched Fenty Beauty, a cosmetics line that was immediately revolutionary, in large part because of its inclusivity. The brand debuted with an unprecedented 40 foundation shades, setting a new standard in the beauty industry and sending a powerful message about representation. The results were staggering. Within just 15 months, Fenty Beauty had brought in $570 million in revenue, firmly establishing Rihanna as not only a musician but also a formidable entrepreneur. The business acumen she demonstrated through Fenty Beauty has elevated her status beyond that of a traditional pop star. She became a household name in the corporate world, demonstrating that music success can translate into tangible, multi-industry wealth. By 2021, Rihanna's net worth had officially reached billionaire status, thanks to a combination of Fenty Beauty, her Savage X Fenty lingerie line, and her Fenty fashion label. Each of these ventures highlights her unique approach to brand building, focused on inclusivity, boldness, and direct engagement with her fanbase. Savage X Fenty, for example, not only revolutionized lingerie marketing but also incorporated high-profile fashion shows streamed globally, blending celebrity influence with modern business strategy in a way that few had attempted before. These accomplishments collectively put Rihanna ahead of Beyoncé in the business domain, at least in terms of quantifiable financial success. Even more recently, Rihanna has expanded into hair care, launching products that reportedly outperform Beyoncé's own offerings in the same category. While Beyoncé has her House of Duran and other fashion and beauty projects, Rihanna's ventures seem to strike a unique chord with a wide demographic, blending accessibility with luxury appeal. Critics and fans alike note that Rihanna has a rare ability to balance artistic creativity with strategic business insight, turning her personal brand into a multi-layered empire that spans music, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. The contrast between the two superstars is particularly fascinating when one considers the paths they've taken. Beyoncé's career has been marked by meticulously crafted albums, visually spectacular tours, and a consistent focus on musical legacy. Her influence in music, performance, and cultural activism is undeniable. Rihanna, on the other hand, has chosen to diversify her portfolio, leveraging her celebrity to create a broader cultural and commercial impact. This difference in approach sometimes fuels speculation among fans about rivalry and jealousy, even if there is mutual respect behind the scenes. In many ways, Rihanna's business dominance doesn't diminish Beyoncé's influence. It simply represents a different kind of power and recognition, one that thrives outside of traditional music metrics like album sales and tour revenues. It's also worth noting that Rihanna's impact extends beyond business metrics. Her cultural significance is vast. She has become a trendsetter, a voice for inclusivity, and a global ambassador of sorts for modern entrepreneurship. Through Fenty Beauty, Savage X Fenty, and her public presence, she has helped redefine what it means to be a modern female mogul, creating a blueprint that other artists and businesspeople now follow. This level of influence contributes to why fans continuously compare her to Beyoncé, even decades into the careers of both artists. In the public imagination, the two represent different but equally impressive paradigms of success. Beyoncé as the consummate performer and cultural icon, Rihanna as the entrepreneurial powerhouse and global trendsetter. In conclusion, the speculation that Beyoncé might feel some degree of envy toward Rihanna's success is understandable in the eyes of fans, but it also reflects broader questions about how female artists are compared in the public sphere. While Beyoncé's dominance in US music charts, tours, and social influence remains unparalleled, Rihanna's ability to transcend music and dominate global business markets positions her as a modern icon in her own right. From Fenty Beauty's revolutionary inclusivity to the billion-dollar success of her fashion and lingerie lines, Rihanna's meteoric rise demonstrates the power of adaptability, vision, and relentless ambition. Both women are monumental in their own ways, yet Rihanna's global commercial reach and entrepreneurial achievements undeniably set her apart, adding fuel to the ongoing fascination with the subtle tensions, comparisons, and speculated rivalries that the public continues to scrutinize. Of course, their rivalry isn't just about success. There's always been the lingering Jay-Z angle. Back in 2005, when Rihanna's Pon de Replay came out, it caught the attention of Jay-Z, who had just become CEO of Def Jam Records. Signing with him was a turning point in Rihanna's career. But rumors say trouble brewed soon after, with whispers of Jay-Z allegedly pursuing Rihanna. It's important to remember that Rihanna was only around 14 or 15 when she signed with Def Jam, making her early involvement with Jay-Z, and the allegations surrounding it, extremely serious. Many reports suggest that the herpes she reportedly contracted came from the person she was most involved with at the time, Sean Jay-Z Carter. All in all, this chapter of Rihanna and Beyoncé's intertwined histories is tangled with mentorship, rivalry, business triumphs, and serious personal controversies, which is why every new post or subtle shade from either of them reignites public fascination. Here's the latest twist. Chris Brown reportedly had his first herpes outbreak from a celebrity girlfriend, but insiders suggest this whole situation was partly a cover-up, so the public wouldn't notice Rihanna's alleged involvement with Jay-Z. An insider also revealed that Beyoncé had to impose strict rules on Jay-Z because of his past cheating. According to sources, Jay-Z is grateful that Beyoncé didn't give up on him back then, and he shows his respect by following her boundaries. He used to go out with his friends frequently, but now that's off limits, and Beyoncé doesn't approve of any one-on-one situations between him and his female talents. Despite this, Beyoncé reportedly still keeps an eye on Rihanna, saying, "Rihanna is someone she's suspicious of. There have been so many rumors over the years about her and Jay, it's hard to know what to believe." For now, Jay-Z isn't banned from working with Rihanna, but the scrutiny is very real. Now, add Rihanna liking a post that seemingly shades Beyoncé, and, of course, that's guaranteed to raise eyebrows. Word on the street is that Knowles is not taking this lightly. She's fiercely protective of her daughter and won't tolerate anyone diminishing Beyoncé's success, especially not Rihanna or anyone suggesting subtle shade. Allegedly, Tina is ready to call out anyone, from Rihanna to bloggers to online commentators, who downplay Beyoncé's climb to the top through pure talent, discipline, and longevity. Honestly, the internet knows Knowles will defend her daughter without hesitation. So, the big question remains, was Rihanna truly shading Beyoncé, or are fans and family just exhausted from the constant comparisons? Are we witnessing genuine tension, or is this just another round of social media hype feeding the stan wars? Either way, the drama is far from over, and it's got everyone talking.